So hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name's Anne. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you'll consider staying and subscribing to my channel. And to all my loyal subscribers, thank you for coming back for another video. And in today's video, I'm very excited, guys. Actually, I've been waiting for this parcel and it's finally here. It took 2 weeks, I think, before it was dispatched, and now it is here. And the product that I am talking about is no other than the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. So it just arrived this morning. So it was delivered by Royal Mail. So I just opened it, and this is the packaging. And so just a little backstory, guys. So one of my most favorite high-end foundation is the NARS Sheer Glow. But then when NARS came out with this new foundation, I was so excited because I knew already that I would love it. And yes, so although it's called soft matte, I'm not really scared, all because even if I have dry, normal to dry skin, and there are other foundations that like the L'Oreal Pro Matte and the Catrice, they are soft matte foundations, but which work beautifully on my skin. And so when they come out with this, and I thought this is gonna be good because I already knew that I love the NARS Sheer Glow. And so I was waiting and waiting for it to come to the UK, and it's on the website. But it was sold out for a long time. So every now and again I've been checking on the website. So here it comes. So I have one Punjab, and on my NARS Sheer Glow I have Barcelona. It is quite warm compared to my skin, even on my neck. So this one. So this is the new Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Punjab, and this is how it looks like. It's a squeezy tube. Yeah, I think this is going to be very handy for traveling. Not that we are traveling as of the minute, but for the future. If you compare it to my palm, so it is okay. Not quite bulky, not quite big, but it is quite bigger than the NARS Sheer Glow. And this one comes in 45 mils, and this one is the usual 30 mils. So you have 15 mils additional. So this one in the UK retails for £28. I'm not quite sure how much is the Sheer Glow now, but yeah, for 45 mils, 15 mils more than the regular foundation quantity. I think you are getting it's a very fairly priced foundation as a high-end foundation. I hope that this is not too light for me, but we'll see. But this is actually the foundation that I'm using right now. Okay. So I'm just going to read through what the NARS website is claiming for this foundation. Available in 34 shades for all skin tones. Oxidation resistant, transfer proof, shine proof. So it's a medium to full buildable coverage, natural soft matte finish, 16-hour wear, oil free, oxidation resistant, shine proof, transfer proof, humidity proof, sweat proof, protects from pollution and blue light. So that's a massive claim from NARS. So hopefully it will deliver. So yeah, so we will go back to when I applied my foundation. So I have this one for 40 minutes now. So guys, this is the parcel that arrived just this morning. I was very excited. So I haven't seen it, guys, obviously. So we are also unboxing this one together. So this is it. This is the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. So the packaging, very sleek, very NARS packaging. I chose medium one, Punjab. It is quite different from my old, my other NARS foundation. That one is Barcelona. So this is it, guys. So it's a plastic packaging, but it's like a squeezy tube. Yeah. Oh, because this is a soft matte, I'm gonna give it a fair chance. I don't usually wear foundations anyway that without wearing something like a primer. It can be a hydrating primer or pore refining primer. So I'm gonna give this a fair chance. If you're new to my channel, I have dry, normal to dry skin mostly. So with any foundations, I have to really use a hydrating primer or like a pore minimizing primer. So to give this a fair chance, I'm gonna do that one because I wouldn't use a foundation without using a primer, as I've said. So we will do that one. First, I'm gonna use my Elemis Pro Radiance Illuminating Flush Balm. My skin is clean. I just have moisturizer on it. My skin is actually very dry right now because I've been on retinol. I'll let it sink in for a bit. So I really like this Elemis because it gives me a little bit of glow. So today I'm not going to use any pore refining primer, but I'm again using another primer, but which is also hydrating. You know already, I love my Elf Nourishing Facial Oil. I use this one as a primer. So I'm just gonna let that sink in for a little bit. So while we wait for that to sink in a little bit. So this foundation comes in 34 shades. It hopefully will cater for everybody. Let's and I'm so dry on this part. So that's it. Hopefully that will help us. So this is a soft matte, but even if I have dry skin, normal to dry skin, I still like soft matte foundations. One of my favorite foundations from the drugstore is the L'Oreal foundation and the Catrice foundation. They are soft matte foundations, so I still love them to bits. So I'm not scared when it says matte, as long as it's like soft matte, because soft matte to me is like satin actually. So we'll shake this one. So this is the amount of foundation I have. I'm not gonna use too much. So on this side, I'm gonna use my favorite, my paddle brush. It looks like it is drying so quickly. Yeah, it's good that I just put on this side first, because it looks like it is drying very, very quickly. So, and then I'm gonna go over on it with a wet sponge, because this is how I usually do my foundation anyway. I'm not sure about the shade just yet. And then we'll do this one here. And then I'll just use this to buff. I'm not gonna use the brush on this side, so we'll see which one is applying better. But caution guys, it is very it's drying quite fast, so you have to work in section. Right, so that's one layer. Don't forget to bring it down to your neck so you don't have a line in your neck. There's no foundation demarcation between your neck and your face. So that's one layer. So I'm tempted to add one more. So looking at it, it looks very skin-like. Yeah, but I can see that it is actually clinging onto my dry patches here. I don't know if you can see here. So it's clinging on there, but apart from that, I'm already expecting it to cling on here because when I was doing my skincare, I noticed that this part of my forehead is really dry, so it is clinging on there. So I was using retinol on my skincare the night before, so now it is actually peeling off. So that's it. So I'll probably try to build it up a little bit, just maybe on my blemishes, but not quite a lot. So I'm just gonna add a little bit, just a tiny bit. That's it. There you go. That's it. The consistency it's quite watery actually. Yeah, it is watery and it's thin. So just gonna do that and see. Wow. Yeah, you have to be quick when you're doing it. Because once it's set. I think this is the kind of foundation you don't have to set with powder because it's just gonna set on its own. That's as far as I will go. I will not do that anymore. So this is how it looks like. I think you really have to moisturize and do your skincare really well before you use this one, because it has the tendency to, as I've said, it's clinging to my dry patches, but it is very skin-like. So the areas that I don't have dry patches looks very nice, very skin-like, and it's somewhat pore relieving as well. Yeah, for comparison guys, I will compare the shade of Punjab here. Punjab against my old one, which is Barcelona, this one. So this is the new Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and then this is the NARS Sheer Glow. NARS Sheer Glow in Barcelona, very peachy and a bit dark on my skin, and then this is a bit light also on my skin. This is in Punjab, medium one. Yeah, I think I like it. It's very skin-like. You can still see all my blemishes though. I think I can still build it up, but because I have very dry skin, I don't really want to do that one. It has been a minute or two it is already drying to a powder-like texture, and I don't think I would like to set this with powder anymore, because that will make it even more matte. So for the soft matte, I think I can still see some glow in my skin from my moisturizer and my primer. So it's not really like flat matte, so it's really like satin soft matte. So I'm just gonna carry on doing my makeup, and I'll come back to you in a bit. So I'll just put you on high speed. So far, my concealer went on smoothly on top of the foundation, so I have no complaints on that. So it's lovely. So far, so good. So this is the finished look, guys, and yes, I think everything goes on top of the foundation smoothly. I didn't have any problems blending them so far. I really like how it sits on my skin, apart from those on top, which I already am expecting anyway, because that portion of my forehead right now is very dry, and it's not nice at all. So whatever foundation I'll put on top, it will be just the same, and I already know that. I've said it will just go away in a few days time, and that's just from my retinol. And yeah, but other than that, this is my favorite, is this Savior. So whatever matte foundations I use, if I put this on top, spray it on top, it will make my skin dewy. So I'm looking a bit more dewy right now, compared to before. So yeah, everything, the concealer, obviously I already have lines in here, so that's a given. But everything else, the concealer, the blush, the bronzer, just lay nicely on top of the foundation. It wasn't like dragging or rubbing off. And I think I like this foundation, especially if I am on the days that my skin is back to normal. But today, today is not a good day to test it out, but at the same time, it probably is. But saying that, on application, you have to do it as on my first impression. It's good I had done it in section, otherwise I won't be able to blend it properly, because this foundation seems to have not enough play time. So once you put it in your skin, you have to blend it straight away, so you have to work in section quickly, and I think that's one thing that is the downside. But at the same time, this foundation doesn't have to be set with powder because it's self-setting. And I would say it is not really matte. They're right when they say soft matte. So this is my first impression, guys, of the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I like it. If you want, I'll probably do a wear test on how. I'm not sure how many hours did they say. Yes, guys, it's claiming to be 16-hour wear. So I'll probably I'll do a wear test of this if you want. I'll wear it to work, bearing in mind that I am mostly wearing mask on my shift, aside from when I go for my break. And so we'll see, and if it's really transfer proof, and how it wears for the entire shift. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for hanging out with me and sharing your time with me. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. And before you go, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And yes, keep safe, everybody. Bye.